are live, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, everybody. Get your coffee. Get your coffee. This is a bull market. This is a bull market. Say hi. Say hello. Leave a comment, and let's dive into the video. Jomo, what's up over there? What's up?
What's up? What's up? Good morning, CM. Good morning, everyone. Just another day in the crypto sphere. It's a Tuesday, so Tuesdays are just sometimes just weak. That's how they are. For some reason, midweek, everyone is like snoozy. It's not the beginning of the week, so they don't have the energy, or it's on the end of the week, so they don't have the end of the week energy. So it's just middle of the week, and that's the way it is. Look, nothing new under the sun. Everything is kind of quieting down. We had this kind of action on the NASDAQ that is kind of putting people at a little bit of a pressure. You probably saw it. I know you did, actually. Okay, this is the NASDAQ, everyone. If you don't know what the NASDAQ, how it's called, is the QQQ, right? That's the ticker of how you trade the NASDAQ, okay? And you can see we had these two, awkward kind of down days with big volume, okay? Now, we did have a correction day, but it was with lower volume, okay? So there is somewhat of volatility now. Everyone knows why. It's all because of the tariffs and because of the uncertainty that is happening throughout the United States. So this right over here, and you combine that with the DXY, which is the dollar index, you can see that, well, actually it got somewhat of a halt over here, but initially a few days ago it got a couple of days of strength. These couple of days of strength put a lot of people kind of in awe, kind of fear, but actually CM now it got smashed a little bit, which is good news. We want to see it go a little bit more down. So what we have right now is a market correction due to whatever you want to call it. You want to point your finger blame at the tariffs, the Trump, whatever you want to point blame, it doesn't really matter. What matters is that that's what we're doing and having right now. We're waiting for this correction to pass and keep rocking and rolling. What do you think, CM? What's your take for the morning?
Altseason. I see Altseason, man. While everybody is like crying for their mummies, I see the Bitcoin dominance doing a bear flag. This looks like to me like a bear flag on the Bitcoin dominance. Obviously, most crypto is shit. You need to know what you're doing, and when you trade crypto, if you don't move fast with the market, you will miss out on the biggest movers. Now you get a signal. You can see this is the Bitcoin dominance got rejected from the 200-day and made a bearish retest twice. This is bullish in my opinion. For altcoins, again, some altcoins, especially the altcoins I'm buying and I'm trading now. So we invite you all, join the VIP. We have a discount of 25% for the summer season. Check out, use the code to get 25% on all our services, because you're gonna miss out. You're gonna miss out on all the trades I have. You're gonna miss out on all my upcoming trade, all the trades I'm gonna be positioning myself now before everybody else. And I'm positioning in the market leaders, okay? The ones that will pump first, I'm positioning, okay? That's what I'm doing. I'm devoting my life to. I'm a crypto trader, and that's what I do for life. So really, if you're like a newbie, you don't know what you're doing, you're buying crap based on these clowns on YouTube, you're gonna lose all this bull market. You're gonna miss out all the life-changing gains, okay? And they're not gonna come.
Well, this is not financial advice, though, right? So we want to make sure people understand that.
It's not a financial advice. Nothing we say is financial advice. I'm just talking about myself, and I'm inviting people. I'm inviting people, if they want to join, link below. They have amazing discount, because this is a signal. This is a signal that is not coming often. Again, this is not confirmed yet. You need this breakdown here to confirm a continuation of this altcoin strength, mainly fueled by Ethereum strength. But the Ethereum strength will also allow other names to pump hard. That's what I'm looking for. Look at this. This is bullish to me. Look on ETH. Now, a lot of people are looking on Bitcoin. That's why they are clowns. Okay, I'm going back to the last cycle altcoin season. I wasn't even looking on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a bunch of crap. And this is the moment that Ethereum dominance is taking over the market. You want to watch Ethereum, okay? Bitcoin is a bunch of crap. Now, Ethereum, Bitcoin, you can see the bounce yesterday. That's no joke, okay? This bounce, the candle yesterday when Bitcoin was doing like a 1% candle, Ethereum printed 6% candle. That's no joke, okay? It's not happened every day, and it's not happening, for no reason. The reason is rotation of capital from Bitcoin to Ethereum. Bitcoin now for the whales is bunch of shit, okay? Only to Michael Saylor and all these clowns that, Bitcoin, cookie pookie. But the real crypto whales, they don't buy Bitcoin. They buy Ethereum. Why? Okay, look at this chart, okay? Ethereum, this is Ethereum Bitcoin, all right? Look how undervalued it is versus Bitcoin, okay? How much potential upside it have versus Bitcoin. It's unbelievable. For this cycle, this is the most undervalued ETH we ever seen. And you have also the ETH USD chart. Where is this stuff? 1 second. The ETH USD chart looking hell sexy to me. Okay, look at this chart. This is very, very bullish. This is a very bullish behavior for Ethereum. You can see this is the resistance here. If it can, it's probably, again, if we are in a bull market and Bitcoin will continue higher or hold its ground, I believe that Ethereum is going to break the 4,200 and start going bananas once it's doing so. Okay, this could be a beautiful breakout. Obviously, we're going to trade it. We're going to position into it way before that. And yeah, man, Ethereum showing strength. I have super hot trades coming now that all the audience that's been watching the lives, they don't even know about it. Why? Because we never talk about these coins. These coins just came to my radar yesterday and 2 days ago with the strength. Unexpected strength. That's what I love, man. I love this unexpected strength that all the clowns have no idea it's happening. And that's actually giving these coins more probability of pumping hard, more probability of printing dineros, because they are unfollowed coins, that's showing insane relative strength to the entire the collective market. And that's, for me, it's mind-boggling. People that are not in the membership, they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose so much gains, man. It's like so much ROIs, man. It's like, yeah, man.
For sure. Yeah, man. Look, a lot of things you said make a lot of sense. I agree with you. I do believe Bitcoin, is the daddy, can continue. People are not dumping it for Ethereum. They're probably just buying more Ethereum. But there is some rotation. I would argue that instead of allocating new capital, someone that already has Bitcoin right now, instead of allocating new capital to Bitcoin, they might, and they are actually allocating new money to Ethereum. So that's the new trade for them. Okay, that's the new trade. Are they selling Bitcoin for Ethereum? Maybe a little bit. I'm not sure about that. I think Bitcoin has an upside. Bitcoin was the main leader, will continue, at least in my opinion, right? But I do see, Ethereum probably, outshining it, at least from a gains perspective, from a percentage move perspective, right? But, I still think that, we do have some more leeway and time on Bitcoin. So what do we have from other people over here? So no one is saying hi almost. People are sleeping. Come on. Where is everyone?
Zebec.
Say hi.
Let's look on.
Say
I'll look
hi.
on Zebec chart. Zebec is shit. Okay, yes. Now this is the thing that I think. I believe Zebec is going. This cycle to around 10 cent for sure. That's my humble prediction. But I think it's going to create some pain to a lot of people because the belief and the hype around it is insane, and it might have to correct a little bit, or from here or from the all-time high, cool off a little bit before really advancing into new high ground. That's what I think. I still think it's going to the 10 cent mark, but it might be a choppy road until we break that level, just to cool off a little bit the hype, because there is so much hype around it. And when you have so much hype around the coin, it never goes well. It never goes as they expect. They all expecting now Zebec going to the moon right now, straight line to 10 cents. That's what they expect. I think it's going to chop them to pieces, and that while other coins getting love, mainly large caps, okay, will get love now, and later it will get the love they were expecting now. So if you're holding like 100% of your money in ZBCN now, in my opinion, it's a big mistake. Again, because I think right now there are much better trades, much better low risk trades than ZBCN. That's my 2 cents. And yeah, we'll see. We'll keep monitoring it, but we'll see.
I think holding 100% of your capital in any coin is not a good idea at all. It doesn't matter which coin it is. If you have, doesn't matter if you even have $100. Well, if you have $100, maybe that's different. But if you have a decent amount of money, all right, that you're trying to build as a wealth, all right, and you're trying to use crypto as a vehicle to build that wealth, putting 100% of your capital in any one coin is just a gamble, okay? We don't gamble. This is not the channel that is called Gamble's Mindset. No, this is channels that are called Crypto Mindset, all right? I call myself No Edge, No Trade, right? So we believe in edge. We believe in real skill set. We believe in professionalism. So being 100% in any coin is just a bad idea. I differ a little bit from what CM has just said. Yes, it can create some short-term pain, and if it goes below the horizontal support right now, which was resistance turning support, then I'll be in your camp more. But as long as we're above that 4-5 signal, for me, we can cruise sideways, stair step up, go sideways, and anything can happen. But what you said, one thing I do agree is that it won't shoot up to 10 cents. Whoever thinks that a coin will make a 20x, all right, in like a couple of weeks is insane, all right? That won't happen. That won't happen. It won't make a 20x in a couple of weeks. If it will make a 20x, and CM seems quite comfortable about it, and it can happen, it will take a couple of months, okay? It will need to go up, correct, sideways, go up, correct, sideways, multiple times until it can go to that level, okay? So for me and UCM, we won't be waiting for the 10 cents to happen. People need to understand it. Some people maybe are new here, all right? Maybe you're like, what did these guys talk about ZBCN? What did they do? Do we hold something until, from now for a 20x? No, that's not what we do, okay? We trade, all right? We trade it in and out. We can hold it anywhere from a couple of days to a couple of weeks, but we will never let a huge gain, even if we make a double from here, triple from here, we're not going to let it round trip all the way down, okay? We're going to take the profits, find the new trade later, just like we did in the past trade on ZBCN, CM, where we entered at a 22.5 area all the way for almost a 3x, rode it, took profits, and we weren't, riding the way down. That's called round tripping. We'll never round trip, never round trip. And by the way, if you don't know how to do that, it's very simple. Look, on here, this is not financial advice. This is for education purposes, and this is for entertainment. So, but if you want, our hand by hand, you can come. We invite you. Join our VIP. Everything that we do, everything that the trades that we put on, the take profits, the stop losses, market updates, everything is in our memberships. Okay. Again, come. We invite you. This is the last phase of the bull market. If you want to take full advantage, right, of it, we invite you to come. You can scan the QR code or check the link in the description if you're on mobile. Don't miss out. And as CM said, we're giving you a 25% discount coupon code. As you can see, Summer Sale 25. You can come, join, and see what we're made of. What do you think, CM? What else this is a slow morning, CM. Slow morning. If no questions, we have things to do, CM. What do you think?
Yeah, man, we'll just stay a little bit, couple of more minutes, talk about the clouds, and wrap it up, man. Let's look on other stuff here. Let me look on. Look on the stupid Bitcoin.
The stupid Bitcoin. You have a beef with Bitcoin.
Just hate it. It's okay. It's like, this is the part of the cycle. I know it, man, because I've been experiencing the same type of
Behavior.
thing last cycle. It's the same type of cycle again. This it's the same. Bitcoin is shit now. It's probably going to continue soon. In the next couple of weeks, maybe it will go a bit lower or whatever. Chop here, then it will continue. This thing looks like it looks like the we are here. Okay, in my opinion, it's kind of the same kind of time frame sentiment of this pullback back in 2021 it was in September, and then we had a bull run once it broke out. You had a bull run of Bitcoin for like 20 days, then pull back, chop sideways, higher high fake out, and it actually topped from the breakout after the breakout, like 40 days after the breakout. So for me, man, I think this is going to be very similar now. Let's say it breaks. Let's say, this is your downtrend here. Let's say, the bull flag that all the clowns are painting. Okay, so this is the bull flag. Let's say breakout. Let's say again, if providing it's gonna break. If it comes down below it, that's not good. But if it breaks out, let's say in 5 days or 1 week or whatever, start a breakout. Okay, and we take let's say 40 days. 40 days from the breakout, man, you can top out in late September, maybe October. This cycle is gonna be over much faster than people expect, man. And yeah, man, this is gonna be a short cycle, not a short cycle, but this is gonna be probably again. That's my 2 cents.
This is
Probably,
actually a very long cycle so far, CM.
yeah.
2.5 years of a bull market. People don't appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. But they like the altcoin season kind of a cycle. The alt season cycle is gonna be shorter than last cycle. Last cycle, the alt season, it was like around 4 months in the in early 2021. It was a full blown alt season. It might be the same strength, but it's gonna be shorter. I think it's gonna be much shorter than the others alt season we had. Yeah, man.
This coincides with the September, a potential rate cut. When is that? When is the September Fed rate meeting? I wonder at which date it's going to be exactly. It's going to be 16th to 17th of September, right? So 16th and 17th of September is going to be the Fed meeting and then the Fed decision about the rate. So it coincides, almost beautifully with that. So I wonder, we want to look, guys, we are just opening our minds and appreciate the fact that, any bull market has its ending eventually. And usually it's when people feel, the best out of it. And, if there's going to be a rate cut, for example, in September, that's when people are going to feel like, oh, we're going to go to the moon. People are going to feel sentiment wise. Now the bull market is starting. That's what everyone is going to say. Oh, now we're starting the bull market. There's another rate cut by the Fed with boom. This is what we're waiting for. This was Trump, what he was waiting for, and so on. But, arguably, because everyone is waiting for it, and because we're so extended into a 2.5 year cycle already, then actually the other side can happen. And we said that multiple times. So me and CM, we're not saying a bear market is starting. We don't know, okay? We're actually saying that we're opening our eyes, opening our ears, just being cognizant of the fact that at one point in time, we don't know when exactly, we're assuming it might happen. CM said might happen in September, maybe, okay? It's gonna start, and we're gonna be ready for it. So we only have a small amount of time to kind of make, a bull gains if we're gonna have like a ferocious or not alt season, and then we're gonna need to book those profits in, okay? And we're gonna tell our members, okay? Here on the lives, not so sure, okay? Because this
Oh man, you can't. It's not a financial advice.
It's not financial advice. We can't say that things. So better to come into the memberships if you want to be in, inside the family, because it's within the family where we give, everything that we believe to be true. So scan the QR code, come join us. And, one thing I must say, people, there are some, viewers that have 6 figures, even 7 figures. We know that because we have members with those kind of figures. And they don't know what they're doing, unfortunately. Okay, they made a lot of mistakes. They had some success also, CM, along the way, because in a bull market you can get lucky, right? But it's at this stage where sentiment will peak, right? When most of the big mistakes are going to happen. And if you have a big account above 6 figures and more, right? When you make a big mistake, that's a lot of money. All right, that can be a lot of money, and that can hurt your lifestyle. Okay? How do we know that? Because this happened to multiple members, tens of members over time, again and again and again. So what we suggest, come join our elite VIP tier. Okay, our elite VIP tier is exactly for serious people and for people with above 6 figures that they need the hand in hand. Maybe you have a job, you have wife, you don't have time. You need us to do the heavy lifting. You need us to guide you, to coach you when to get in, how to take a big account and to position it correctly, and how to get out correctly before the market turns on you. All this and more we give for our members in the elite VIP service. So if you have been losing money, if you have been waiting, on the same coin forever, just waiting for it to pump, and you're just sick of it, you don't know what you're doing, it's okay. If I was going to a surgery and someone would tell me, cut him up. I don't know how to cut someone up, right? I will go to a doctor, he will do it. You need to come to us, all right? We're going to guide you, we're going to teach you, all right? Everything stays within the family. Come join the Elite VIP. And of course, as Sim announced, we have a summer sale for Elite VIPs and for all the other tiers, actually, at 25% off, okay, of the programs. Use that summer sale 25. We're waiting for you. We're inviting you to come. And yeah, man, it's gonna be good for us. We're gonna make we're gonna rip it, and then when things turn around, we're gonna get out of everything. We're gonna go to short the F out of the market, man.
Yeah, man. Well, man, thank you guys for watching, guys. Have a wonderful day.